Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Welcome on in, Zeph. Welcome on in, Ilyanos. Glad to have you, Sweepies. Welcome on in, Astral and Death Nation. Glad to have you. Can we get a shout out for Astral if one of my mods is available? Welcome on in, Kasai. Welcome on in. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, well, I've accidentally unplugged the tablet, which means I have to fight this drivers again, which is annoying, but is whatever. Welcome on in, Phoenix. Welcome on in. Thank you, Ilyanos, for the 10 biddies for the giant, extremely threatening dinosaur with a balloon. Welcome on in, Cynic Deval. Welcome on in, Mooney Bear. Welcome on in, Matthias. Glad to have you, Sweepies. Welcome on in, Camcool as well. Glad to have you. Welcome on in, Slowed Panda. Welcome on in, Rish. Welcome on in, Kronos. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Happy I can, it's Monday. But no, seems we get ooh-ee-ah songs. Oh, my favorite. I love so dearly the ooh-ee-ah. I, truly just cannot live without the cat just singing meme shit at me. But no, it's art. We're doing art. Dinosaur and balloon where? Ilyanos gigantified an IFPS Yoshi emote. I keep forgetting. How do I keep forgetting? And I'm screaming. Wappa! Wappa! But no. Yeah, sorry for not, not being able to stream Friday. I think Cam, thank you for the subscription for 48 months. Enjoy the emotes this week, being 4 full years. That is bananas.
What did cesium and sulfur bros major in when they went to college? Computer science.
Isn't cesium CE? Wouldn't it be computer engineering science? You're looking for carbon, not cesium. Bodies you, but just destroys your pun, parries it. But no, it's not like I'm doing this slow moving board for over a year now. Has that really been going on for more than a year? 44, not 48. FedEx be late with my package. Oh, Mooney, thank you for subscription for 28 months. Enjoy the emotes this week, being more than 2. Oh my god.
Starky17 Griddy 28.
It is a little wild to me how long people have been hanging out. Wild positive for sure. I almost said a gift card mom sent me in the chat, and that would be unfortunate. But no, I think I'm realizing like there's this thing called POTS. It's postural orthotic something syndrome, where like one of the symptoms is just like sudden onset of fatigue, like overwhelming. And I also happen to have a lot of the comorbidities of it because I have hypermobility, which is like, you know, an indicator of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is when your connective tissue don't connect so well. So yeah, that's one of the symptoms to become round Borb. I want you to fix summon Borb, redeem, best redeem. I need to just futz her out. Like that is one of those things I need to fix for sure. I sent someone to rotate your beak if you skip my next song cue. Oh god fucking damn it. Why? It unplugged again. Well, okay, what does the CV mean? Also, that's a lot of... I'm assuming this is the Uma Musume song that you sent me. At least you'll be able to hear this song. What does CV, like, that notation mean? Like, in regards to, like, music crediting. But no, we are continuing to work on Big Buff Men. What? Oh, god damn it, BikuBot. Wait, okay, but it's... I'm a little mad. I'm eensy beansy bit mad because I specifically went out of my way to make sure that I reconnected BikuBot before. Okay, hold up. Let me fucking check. Tools, WebSocket server settings, show connection info. Okay, it's connected. What? Why isn't it working? What the fuck? BikuBot, did you break? Yes, the Uma song. I think CV means the character voice actor. Oh, that makes sense. That would make sense. So why did that not work? Okay, let's check first of all. Let's check to make sure you're working, because this is just an. Okay, so the audio is set up properly.
This is a test. This is a test. This is a test.
Weird.
Wretch, we're wretch. We're the wretch. This is a test.
Maybe it just needed to. Here's hoping. Here's hoping that it just works. I don't know why it went wrong. Welcome on in, Jaren. Welcome on in, Cork. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Good shout out for Jaren. Gosh, Starky stream. I wish I could stick around for it, but I have things to do. Unfortunately, that's I appreciate you for stopping by at the very least. But I also understand that like that do be how life works. Unfortunately. Hey, what is going on? Oh my god. right. Boy, I just love fighting fucking drivers. Corp, thank you for subscription for 2 months. Enjoyed the epic emos you sweeping.
2.
But yeah, no. Weekend was good. Weekend was busy. Starky stuff. Wouldn't be a Starky stream without it. It just like I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. It'll just be like it just like will not like work sometimes, and it'll just be like if I try to scroll, it'll just like if I try to do anything, it'll just beep at me like extremely loudly. And I as far as I can tell, the only way to fix it is just to unplug it, and it's basically rolling the gotcha, but for the fucking thing to work. Okay. I'm going to decrease the size a little bit, so that way there's a little bit of extra room for me to play with. Super important poll trust. What do I order from Uber Eats? Just drive and get the food yourself. You save like $15. Like it's not an inconceivable. Like I mean, I presume of course that you have a car to drive, but what animal are you going to make? It's going to be a Hrothgar. Also, welcome to StarkyMorph. Glad to have you, sweet bean. But yeah, no. Weekend was good. I had a great time at Poppin's Rivals of Ether tournament. Sorry, good news. The package is synthetic. What the fuck? Why is that happening? Okay, because so here's the thing. BikuBot specifically had a pop-up being like, hey, make sure that you specifically verify that things are connected. I assume they changed something about the way it worked, and I think BikuBot broke during the update here. Because the command works. I'm trying to remember if I gave myself permission to use... Nope. Okay, I think the bot's just broken, unfortunately. Which sucks, because, like, that is, like... there's not really a whole lot to be done about it, unfortunately. I kind of just have to wait for BikuBot to release another update that fixes this issue. Y'all are keep using your fucking points. It's the equivalent of sending an actual just normal message at this point. If anything, like bad news, the package of synthetic muscles for the Buffman project is late. Again, I swear if this goddamn package is late one more time, I'm going to download the cannibalism mod in Minecraft, need the delivery company CEO. Welcome on and fine fun. Glad to have you, sweet bean. The back rooms caused me to seriously discuss my May obsession with my therapist. What? How were those thoughts related? But yeah, no, welcome on Magic Guy. Glad to have you, sweet bean. I had a really good time at Poppin's Rivals of Ether tournament. I won't lie, I got my fucking ass kicked the first couple of rounds, and I was tempted to draw because I was like, this is you know, it was one of those things where it's like I didn't feel like I had a place in the tournament, and then because it's one of those fighting games where it's like it's very expressive, which means naturally people get really fucking obsessively good at it. Okay, something more like this. I like it, but which game was in the tournament? It was Rivals of Ether 2. It was part of Yoa's Poppin's Average Andes. I was probably about middle of the pack in terms of skill, and because I unfortunately, due to like the way that life has been recently, I was not able to properly prepare for it. So I'm gonna probably be prepping for the next one a little bit better. But no, I had a great time, all things considered. So that was okay. Because I'm trying to think, like, my weekend was hella busy. because I woke up at like 9 or 10 on Saturday, which I almost never do because I need to go get. I sent you a flex. What do you mean you sent me a flex? Oh, you're figuring out the flex on like the animations with your model. Oh, okay. Or maybe TTS bot isn't working either. I think Biku bot unfortunately broke something in the API, which is frustrating. But like, you know, welcome to the wonderful world of using like pre-canned software. That's like, you know. Welcome on in, Sancho. Glad to have you, sweet bean. But no, I woke up super early so I could get groceries on Saturday, and then so after getting groceries, I had to go to I went to my friend's place. We drafted a box of commander boosters for Baldur's Gate. And I got like halfway through one game. I'm just a bit leapy. Well, hey, we're just chilling today, so it'll be EP hours. I do think it's a little funny because my friend was like, hey, we got to make sure Starky gets at least one game in, and then because it's Commander, it was like a 4-player pod, but it was a 4-player pod of the most defensive, like, thinks through every possible line player, someone who gets easily distracted and is on his phone a lot, and then someone who had just eaten like a weed gummy and it hit right as we shuffled up. So like every turn cycle was like 15 or 20 minutes. I was like, nah, ain't no fucking way. We had an hour and it was like turn 6 by the time I had to go. I would draft Baldur's Gate. Hasn't gotten a chance to. It was so fucking funny, to be fair. Like I say that with all the love in my heart for each of those people, because it did end up making the situation so much funnier. Hi, Commander sounds wild. Funniest fucking thing is she's not a Magic the Gathering player. She doesn't really like play Magic the Gathering. That was that was her first time drafting, and she did it while high. Starky, is the gritty real? Zeph insists it's real, but I've never seen it, so it can't hurt me. Like the dance, I could not tell you whether or not the gritty is something that is actually done by professional football players. So who won? I don't fucking know. I left because I couldn't stick around because I needed to be there at the tournament. Ambrose won. Oh yeah, Ambrose did end up winning the whole thing, apparently. Much to the overwhelm of his brain. Okay. Trying to think about like where the to some degree I'm trying it's very much an artist thing where like I want to avoid drawing the same pose a whole bunch. I want to avoid drawing the same pose a whole bunch, and I also want to avoid drawing like symmetrical poses. I'm building a Baru Wormspeaker deck, calling it They Pay Me in Wames. To be fair, like I have a couple of decks in the work that I need to like test out and finish building, but also like that requires a lot of money. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to sink money in Magic the Gathering anymore. How's Starky? I'm doing okay. Okay, boba and chicken is ordered since it tied. Was Popeyes an okay order for chicken as it was BOGO for 4-piece chicken? That's fine. I like Popeyes. I'm exhausted. I mean, fair enough. You were exhausted. You were exhausted Sunday, and you presumably were at the office today. So, my friend was able to parse a 2 megabyte to make a bit log file in a minute. I'm scared. Amber's wanted to strangle Monkey during the last game I got to witness. That sounds about right. Welcome on in, Finch. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. I actually got an opportunity to get a bunch of pose photos on Sunday as well, which was really nice. So I'm gonna use those. I will probably be doing some amount of the skeleton work off stream, because I, you know, gotta save the face reveal. You liking where this art's going? Hell yeah. We got all of the we got it's gonna be a Hrothgar, and of course we got Pits and Pecs, the important parts. Should we disable Crisp? Probably smart, yeah. Crisp just be eeping today. I used up so much of my energy yesterday. Pits, pecs, and I will not be drawing a penis. I will not be drawing the PP. Thank you for pausing, Crisp. I got back into Magic the Gathering a couple years ago because my friend co-owns a game store here, and I have bulk that I've had for 20-ish years. So it's I need to sort my bulk and then sell it, and then just buy a couple of like expensive cards, so that way I'm not lugging it when I move. Starky, do I need to design a kobold for Crisp? You don't need to. Like in general, if you have a Dragon Stone, I don't think you need a kobold variation, but I think you are probably going to want a kobold variation. you specifically. Not a kobold, 3 kobolds. If you don't skip the what does the fox say, I will add 3. I'm going to skip what does. Here's the thing. Welcome on a regular cards. Glad I Sweet Bean. I always skip what does the fox say. If only just because I unironically have like I have like high school trauma associated with that fucking song. I think I've mentioned that story on stream before, where like the student council tried to extort a bunch of money out of the students for Scooby Shirley Story. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. The student council in my high school tried to extort money out of the students because basically what my high school did is they would, during passing periods, play music for 4 minutes, and then during the last minute they would shut it off, basically to be like, hey, go to your classes. Basically, normally they'd play like radio edits or whatever, like, you know, stuff they could reasonably play in high school. Instead of doing that, to get money for something the student council was doing, they played What Does the Fox Say, which they said was supposed to last a week, and it ended up almost being a full fucking month of What Does the Fox Say playing every hour for 4 minutes. It got to the point where, because the students were not gonna give up our fucking money to get it to stop, they started slowing it down and speeding it up to make it even more annoying. Also, welcome to Marms. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I think at some point the German teacher in my high school got so fucking fed up with it, he gave $1,000 to the student council just to get them to fuck off. Which, to some degree, is probably sending the wrong message, but also, I personally appreciate not having to listen to that bullshit anymore. This is making me realize how much of Apata is based on the vocals. Are these arms long enough? I think the part that I'm mad about with this fucking Ouya remix is they didn't even try. Normally they like try to change the like. They try to change the like the chorus that the cat fucking sings. And no, they just layered the fucking the bass line over it without making any substantial changes. This one is removed from the ones I'll play again in the future. Yeah, this one's like extra annoying because it doesn't even try. This one's his buns, booty cheeks even. But no, hopefully y'all had good weekends. Hopefully it was, you know, a nice weekend for the majority of ya. Okay, so thumb will be down. Yeah, this is what these are supposed to be. I want to unconceive the birth of the people. Goes back in that's what the concept of unconception is part of the joke for why I love to say, you know what, fuck you goes back in time and unfucks your dad. Congrats. Welcome on, Balderheen. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But no, I definitely sympathize and empathize quite deeply with that particular frustration. If I make the arm bigger, welcome on in, Ivan. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you get a show for Ivan? See, if I make the forearm bigger, I don't have to draw anything other than the thumb. Okay, now flip test. Okay, I see immediately I have fucked up. Because this side is way bigger. I mean, I could potentially turn it into like a perspective thing. Actually, I might do that. Because the pose is already kind of like selling perspective. Should I, you know what, I realize now this was probably a dangerous question to ask. I was about to ask, should I get into Uma Musume? Welcome on, Monkey. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. No, Starky, if you want to. I don't have the fuck. I think the problem is I don't have the time. I think therein lies the crux of why it would be ill-advised. I'm working out a local LLM for a rare use case. I'm me trying to optimize the nonsense out of it. Has me understanding why people who are LLM. No, there is no utility to LLMs. Okay, there was a wild thing. I didn't actually talk about this. I noted it, but I didn't mention anything to the friends I was with at the time. I was out with Hot Pot with some friends, and I went to go get like sauce because like the part of the Hot Pot flavor is like you make your own sauce. So that way, like you have something to dip it in, like after you pull it out of the Hot Pot. It's like a not inconsiderable amount of the flavor. And while I was there, I overheard people being like, "Oh, I'm gonna ask fucking ChatGPT how to make sauce at Hot Pot." There was instructions on how to make specific types of sauces with the like how to combine the specific materials into like overarching sauce flavors on the goddamn wall. On the wall. It would have been easier for them to look at the wall than to go to fucking I'm just so fucking flabbergasted. They have no brain power. And like that's the thing. It's like it's not even like it is categorically the fact that if you use an LLM, you are dumber for it. There are proven studies that show like yes, like the use of that kind of shit meaningfully impacts cognitive cognitive work. It's like it'd be really funny if you did play Uma, but it really is up to you. I probably won't is the big thing. I think I see what the issue is. I think the issue is this. I think if I do this, then maybe we just admire horse designs and music. Go for it. Wait, Uma has horses. Starky hates the game. They're not like they're horse girls. Hit him with the Uma Pyoy. Excuse me, what the fuck did you just say to my chat? Some of it I think is just like the fact that I've drawn that. I think these shapes are good. Again, like I have for artist friends. Oh. If I follow you on Blue Sky, any of my artist friends, you are more than welcome to backseat me if you notice something that's wrong. Also, welcome on a Ruffles. Glad to be sweeping. If there's 1,000 haters, Stark is one of them. I don't actually hate horses that much. I just don't trust them. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to be sweeping. Good shout for Gadget. He does a little dance on the catwalk. Oh yeah, isn't this just that one the Delos Jam emote? Jesus, so many shoutouts. But no, I think overall I'm relatively happy with how the shapes are turning out, so I need to kind of think about like where the chest is here though. And then there we go. Something kind of like vaguely this. It went with various artists. Sorry, I was troubleshooting Minecraft. I need Tooth Throttle to explain myself. Gonna lurk because of mod pack. Understandable. God knows that, like, here's the thing. As a kid, I genuinely did try to, like, learn how to mod Minecraft, and it just wouldn't fucking work for whatever reason. I remember there was, like, one file you were always supposed to delete, and I can't remember why. There was one file was like, oh yeah, make sure you're deleting this file because it'll fuck up everything. Hold up, what is going on here? Oh, I just realized, like, actually, hold up, because the pectoral... Yeah, okay, this is the pectoral. Oh, there were mods already when you were a kid? Well, yeah, because I'm not that old. I'm not even in my 30s yet. Not anymore, that hasn't been a thing for forever, but yeah, it used to be a pain. Oh, God. There were so many tutorials, and I genuinely, like, I followed them step for step, and it just never fucking worked. And I don't know what I did wrong. Welcome on, Oshin. I'm glad I have you, Sweet Bean. Modding Minecraft has become so much easier nowadays. There are Minecraft mod launchers. Yeah, no, that's what I usually do when I play modded Minecraft nowadays. Okay. Hey, Death Nation, remember what we said about, like, adding people a lot? All right, but no. Because, like, nowadays, like, I'm trying to think of, like, I played a little bit of, like, Feed the Beast. We're not doing that. Remember, chat, the song request is a privilege, and I can and will ban specific users. Why, yeah, people can just, yeah, you can just, like, put messages in the chat, and people usually will see them. Feeding. Feed, not, okay. Points it slowed. Feed the Beast the mod pack. Not feeding your friends and making them big and round. Okay. I gotta like add a little bit of hip thickness. I gotta make sure he's caked up. It's important. It's part of the character design. Welcome on in, Bellis. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? Time to get banned. Can we show up for Imbellis? Hey, Starky, hope you're doing all right. I'm doing all right. Very, very busy weekend. And to some degree, like, the end of last week definitely had me, like... I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. I'm Midwest. So when I hear the phrase "I'm doing," my immediate reaction is, oh God. Oh God, who died? Oh God. So yeah, it's like... I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, like, you know, it lightens up for you, lightens up on you a little bit. No, not that bad, but still. No, if you want to chat, I can't promise that I'll always respond in a timely manner, especially recently. But I do try my best to get back to everyone. Although sometimes it takes like a month. Squeezy Starky, this thing goes to you for sure. I'm overall, I'm doing quite well. It's just like how busy life has been. I love OBS so much. I love that it's a free program and that the goddamn scroll doesn't work. Okay, thank you. Big and Round taking notes. I mean, listen, Big and Round's neat. Wait, it's a Midwest thing to just not say you're doing good when being asked. Well, it's a Midwest thing to if you get like in the Midwest. If someone says, how are you doing? And you say good, that's like normal. That's like neutral. It's like you're not actually good. That's just how life, like your like life is happening, and that's okay. If someone in the Midwest is like, if you ask someone in the Midwest, like, how are you doing? And they respond, I'm doing. Like that's like they are experiencing bad times. All right, it's bad. Doing is bad. Yeah, it's like if their response is "I'm doing," like that is like, oh no, oh no, let's go have soup and talk about the bad times. It's going is also pretty neutral. The thing is, it's I'm sure they're like, when have I used it's going? That one's also like relatively neutral, yeah. No, I don't need more ranch. Get them away from the sewer slide. I'm doing okay. Emergency blanket burrito time. No, I'm doing okay. Is like that one's actually is like usually they're like holding up all right. Also, you kid about the ranch, but like I like ranch. I don't like ranch everywhere. Okay. Get the ranch in my holes. I don't like how you said holes plural. I don't like how that's a plural. I presume mouth is one of them, but I'm scared about what the other one is. From they read proper ranch and not store-bought. Proper ranch is good, but it's also like very specific. It's good with vegetables. It's good with fries. I love ranch. Oral ranch. Shut the fuck up. But no, like I just don't like ranch. That's fair. No, don't get me wrong. I like so okay. Ranch sounding. It was a thought that had crossed my mind, but I very specifically wasn't going to bring it up, and I probably should not have just not read that message. But no, like ranch plus hot sauce is a fucking spectacular fried dipping sauce. It's so good. Starky permission to time out Monkey for 5 seconds for the ranch and all holes thing. Go for it. We're having Hawk come up to the US for AC. They don't have the ranch down there. I mean, you could probably get ranch in Pennsylvania, but it's not like the so TLDR we're force feeding Hawk Ranch. I mean, listen, I've been to a furry convention. I know what kind of feeder parties happen there. Hey Starky, would you take 1,000-gallon bottle of ranch for 5 cents? Yes, I think because at that point I can just like bottle it and sell it myself. Excuse me. Hawks landing in DC tentatively. Oh, I mean you can certainly find it there. Yes, yeah, it's a thing. There's like a room parties for everything. I heard about a room party where someone was specifically getting punched in the gut a bunch. Like there are like fisticuff room parties for people who are like really into like the sexual fighting scene, which is a fucking wild thing. Sounds like the widest inflation art. This is good information. I'm tentatively going to a being sat on by fursuits party at LVFC. It's like, yes, if there's a kink, there's probably a room party dedicated to it, and you just need to like find the friends who will invite you to it. Starkey, can you link me to that? I'm assuming you're talking about the fight slut crew. I do know one of them is like is local, like one of the more like well-known artists in the like the sexual fighting community. But no, like I haven't actually like interacted with them. I just happen to know they're in the area. But no, like any kink you can think of, there is almost certainly a room party dedicated to it. I want a career where you just become clothing hangers instead of having degrees. How do you get to that? Invited to that specific kind? Getting invited to the being sat on? I imagine it's probably overlap with like the bullying. One of my friends is the host. I will ask more off stream. I mean, like I said, I am just aware that they are around. I have like, okay, I have connections to that person, but through a different person who is not even in Indiana, which is really fucking funny. The furry community is weird. Okay, tank top. Can't believe Starky's a room party dealer. I specifically am not. I was invited to a room party at NFF. Yes, like I was. Oh, no. I was invited to 2 room parties at MFF. All I heard was Indiana. I looked over like, what about me? And now I'm afraid. Wait, Matthias, are you also a Hoosier? Are you also dealing with the fucking state of existence here? If so, I'm so. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's wild. Stargate came to PC. Heck yeah. Stargate, what is this emote? That one of my mods added that. Also, welcome on in Kilo. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. How you? Can we get a shout out for Kilo Kebab? I can't remember if you stream or not. Either way, you're getting shouted out. Meanwhile, I've been to like 10 vor parties. Man, their parties slap. Themed drinks, topless bartenders. They post art on the walls. It's a lot. But no, Embellis not possible to get swallowed by a giant mechanized furry. I mean, it's listen, it's not yet. Exactly. Don't kill anyone's dreams. Let people have interests. It being whatever they do make vor suits though. What? Like I'm assuming like a fursuit, but there's like a belly pouch that like you can crawl into. I don't know how this works. I'm trying to piece it together. Like big bellied fur. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Please elaborate. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Please elaborate, understandable. The please elaborate followed up by Kusa smile is where the suspicion becomes personal. Slow. Well, I'm not like, please don't dox yourself. Yeah, let's like be sure not to dox yourself in chat. I say that I'm just in India, even though like, you know, even though I'm not, because it's the closest like major thing. Or the vor suit is sweat. I would dox myself. I don't use locations unless prompted. That's fair. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I do go to like Indie FurCon. Like I'm gonna be going to that one because it's relatively close. But no. Also taking notes, Stark, you have to keep on my rotation when I drive through the Midwest. I always forget you're around that area. Yep. I wish I were big or pred, then I'd be 10,000% make a theme suit, but I'm small and belong in it instead. If vor is one of those things where it's not on like it's not a thing I personally am like super huge into, but if I do know a friend is into it, I 100% will tease them about it. How tall is Embellis? I definitely saw you at MFF, and I don't remember. I haven't been to IFC since 2012, my only con I've been to. Which Indie FurCon? Well, it's in Indianapolis in August. But no. We played Mahjong. Here's the thing. I don't fucking take note of people's height unless it's like extraordinary. Sorry, can I make a personal comment about yesterday's thing? Go for it. Unless it was like, unless they are as tall as me or like appreciably shorter than the people around them, I don't notice. So like they need to be like 6'2" plus or below 5'4" for me to really take notice of height. Starky says that because he's I'm very tall. So like it just kind of like all like, I don't notice extremes because I'm not like, oh, this person's ever so slightly taller than me. Stargate said I looked down at all of you. Listen. You look fantastic in bird tail and thigh highs. Fair, I appreciate that. It's like vor runs parallel with big bellies and such, and maybe the scenarios are a touch bit interesting. Yeah, so? And also being thrown, that is my go-to things at cons is just slashing around someone that's standing up and walking off with them, or them and walking off with me. And also being thrown, that has happened a few times. So you're very much in the like in the like being bullied space. Good job with choosing a soda that works with your body. Starting something soft, I hope. What? Some people are into that. Pocket friend. It's the like I can appreciate it from like the you know, like the dom sub perspective. Oh, I'm 100% going to give them the like, you know the like the super low cut tank tops. You know these yay ball pits. We try to explain how I'm perfectly normal about Scylla. Yeah, that ship has sailed, my friend. Crop tops, not crop tops even, just like because like, you know, a normal tank top would be like here. This would be a normal tank top, but I think I want to go like all the way. It's like, you know, the ones where it's basically just connects at the waist. The easy pit access tank tops, yes. Like I said, the Hrothgar that I'm making this for is a well-known fan of the male smell. So those tank tops have a name. What was it again? I couldn't tell you. I'm not really into being bullied, but there are parts of power dynamic stuff that I think is neat. That's fair. Low cut tank tops or string tank tops? Okay. I have a question for you. Sure, you can go for it. Because I'm trying to remember, like, here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I wish that I could see one where I like actually can see the side of it though, like if they were holding their arm up. This is kind of close. But yeah, no, I tend to be very much the kind of person where I'm like, I can see I can understand the appeal of a lot of stuff, so I very much am not the like the judgmental type. Oh, Vic, welcome on in, Raiders! Welcome on in! For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, big chaos growing internet. Friday stream like every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You got games on your phone? Yes. But welcome on in. How was oh, you were also working on art. What were you working on? If I may ask for an art tax, if you'd like to send it over, I'd love to see what you were working on. Currently, I'm working on a bit of a gift piece for a friend that slash person who stopped by and was very, very supportive. So, welcome on in, Alvinberry. Welcome on in, Vic. Let me sweet beans. Welcome on in, Raymond as well, and Kart Racer. Hopefully, you had a wonderful stream. Got Uma on your phone? No, I don't have Uma. I've already got like 4 gotcha games, and that's more than I usually in like. Oh, well, been a while since the last time I was here. I think I recognized it because you're the I'm looking. Yes, I looked at your profile picture and yep, I definitely recognize you. An insanely fat yote. Hell yeah, I'd love to see it if you feel comfortable passing it over. Welcome on to Mr. Big Bun. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here, let me make sure that we got the Twitch shout out for you, for Vic Stone, and then also if we get a shout out from Mr. Big Bunny. All right, perfect. We got the Twitch. Oh, well, didn't expect you to recognize me from the profile. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I tend to be pretty good about, like, keeping, like, a mental tally on, like, people that I know are, like, regulars in a bunch of communities that I tend to also kind of, like, operate in. There you go. Sure. Also, dude, I can't believe it took this long to check out proper. I love burps, especially crows and ravens. Heck yeah. I'm a crow myself. Admittedly, with fursonas, it's definitely like, because like the major difference between crows and ravens are definitely like their size. So like when it comes to like fursonas, it doesn't, you know, really translate that well. So, like, you know, I end up being like, oh, if someone calls me a raven, I'm like, yeah, close enough. Oh, shoot, we're about to run our first set of 3-minute ads. We run this every hour, turn off pre-rolls. So people don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. I have a soft spot for avians. I'm really glad to hear that, because unironically, I'm like, I'm always trying to spread the bird propaganda, because I think there needs to be more burb sonas. If you want, I can, there's so many. The birds, like, flock together. All of the bird sonas, like, know each other. So, like, if you meet one, I can introduce you to, like, there's, like, Chai, Jame Jars, as the ones that come to mind, Trending Hobbit, / Trobird now. They're showing my I have not seen your penguin sona. Slowed Panda is a bird. Eerie is, like, a cryptid bird. Their design's super duper cool. They're like a shadow bird. But I'm already a Durg. Does it count if Blaziken is my favorite Pokemon? I'll allow this. The bird mob. The bird mafia. I like birds. Yep, there's like Brave Birds is another one. I send you the picky and DMs. Yeah, Discord works perfect for me. Implies there's a bird clan around. What makes you think there isn't? What makes you think you're safe? We're always watching. We see your sins. And we approve. You like birds? And every bird stream on the... There's so many of them, though. I would say Starky is a big bird. I am also, like, a very big in real life. We were just talking about, like, size difference and, like, you know, the fur, like furry conventions and, like, that scene. And how people are like, because we were talking about like, oh, like I don't really know people's height unless they're like in the extremes, because I myself am in the extremes, being 6'8" or just over 200 centimeters. Reagan the Owl is another burb, and also a fellow Thunderfang member. Oh, Darv the Burb, also another burb and a fellow Thunderfang member. Size Queen? What do you... Okay, Size Queen doesn't apply because I'm not actively searching out. Send a friend request. Hold up a moment. Yes, I will gladly accept. I'm really excited to see what you're working on, though. 6'8". Wow, you're Giga Chad Starky. Uyana Night. Unfortunately, what 6'8", huh? Yeah. The fucked up thing is, like, I am almost exactly 200 centimeters. Like, I'm a little bit over it. Kilo. It's a banned term here. Don't risk it. Don't do it. Don't do that. 6'8", dang, I thought I was tall. 6'4", by the way. I mean, you are objectively tall. I am just like a mutant creature. It was all the growth hormones in the food that I ate growing up. Makes sense since your Borb is big and beefy. I definitely, I want to like bulk up in real life because I'm like drifting. How did you? Oh, that's right. I removed it. 6'9" almost. I would never do that. Welcome on inside. No, glad I have you, Sweet Bean. I forgot that we actually removed that from the banned term list. 5'8" for me though. I won the extra foot. Was a banned term. 6'7" was banned for a bit. Can I rotate Drift King's teeth? No. As much as, but no, like I'm 6'8" and I think like 350 pounds. If I just add muscle, I go full bear mode, and I want to do that. I just want to be a fucking brick wall of beef. Ooh. This is spectacular. Hold up. Notably, it is, I can't imagine anyone in my community having an issue with it, given that I have a lot of overlap with, like, Dead Anthro and Jame. But it is a content warning for a very, very big fat man. Just in case that is not anyone's MO. Okay, let me make sure that I'm getting that's the one. Excuse me? What the fuck? What? That's weird. Why is it? Huh. Daddy Starky. Okay, something went wrong. So let me go ahead and remove this real quick. Let's see. Remove. And then we have to add a new one. Because something happened where I think it was like super duper off screen. I'm looking. Display capture? No. Window capture. That's the one. But yeah. Big round soft man. Low key, I'm looking at this and I'm like, because I've been trying to learn tummies, and the shapes here are so fucking good. I'm looking, I'm like, the shape here is like making the convincing folds and like the flow of the shape is really, really impressive and super duper hard. And I didn't realize until I tried to draw it myself. I love just like the little details, like the little, you know, the little wag motion lines on the tail. His greed sickens me. Making the belly look natural like that. It's super duper difficult, but you did a spectacular job. If you're not following Vicstone and this is your speed, fix that. Fix that. Vic is very, very sweet. He looks up slightly overweight for your reference. Maybe it's like you can't see the tail when they're that big. I mean, yeah. I mean, that is technically true. Here. That's why I can't draw good things. Ivan, shut the fuck up. The flow of lines and shapes is hard, but I practice. I think the thing that you did great that I'm always like apprehensive about, because I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I'm always so scared of like having a big area of like just one tone. Because I feel like it never looks good, but like I was looking at it, I'm like, that, you know, the tum is just one big round soft area. Hawk, welcome on in. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Also, we get a sneaky shout out in for Sino Paradise if one of my mods is available. But no, you did a spectacular job, Vic. And if you got to do like the post stream like wrap up and self care, I completely get it. I know that by the time I'm done with like most of my streams, I'm just like, I am just spaghetti. Thank you, very honored. There's so many amazing artists in the furry sphere. I'm looking at this, I'm like, I've fucked up. I definitely have fucked up, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. The problem here is I'm looking at where, so it'd be something like here. Something closer to like here. So it gets even worse for my bird who without clothes is just two neutral tones. That's fair. Especially given the fact that it points at you, it points at you, Mr. tends to burst out of clothes. Okay. How is this looking still? Listen, I'm listening. Also, did this emote on stream? That is adorable. I won't lie, emotes are like difficult because like you have to be so much careful. You have to be more willing to sacrifice fine details. That's why stretch clothes is important. Yeah. I think actually like, Hold up. I think I'm realizing like I do need to have like a little bit more of a closer a thing I need to work on for sure. I think I like, because if I think about like where it is relative to the body, it would pull a little bit inwards. How you doing, Stark? I'm doing all right. Currently trying to figure out clothing. Something kind of like this. Because Stark, I'll be taking a break. Much love. Stark, have a good art sesh for sure. Thank you for bringing everyone over. I'll be sure to take good care of your community. There we go. Clothes are hard, man. They are extremely difficult to figure out the like logistics in terms of like, oh, like how. So I think it would be like a little bit more. There we go. Clothes are difficult. Let's see. So if I pull this in, then oh, that's why this is called Umapyoi. Okay. I'm thinking about like to some degree this would be a little bit lower. Me about to DM Starky, but I need to explain why I need advice. I'll probably respond after stream. But no, next up after this is probably figuring out the details with the the face, which are always, I feel like the face is like the face and the hands take as much time to figure out in terms of sketch as the rest of the fucking body. Like, you combine those two things, and that's like 50% of your sketch time, trying to figure out how the fuck they work. Okay. It does make a little bit more sense for this to be like kind of heightened. There you go. Thank you for the throne Pikmin. Just one, just a single throne Pikmin. As a vibe check of sorts. Oh, Tanuki Dookie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Lad Shack. Let's have you, Sweet Bean. Are we doing this? Are we doing this right now? Am I gonna get attacked to death by Pikmin? All right. Beanstark, you're right. Coffee time. I do love coffee. We actually do have notably we do have a coffee sponsorship, which I do occasionally talk about. Usually at the end of stream. If you want some coffee, discount code Starky at Dragon Roast Coffee. They got some good blends. Highly recommend it. You didn't even kill me with the Pikmin. You just threw a board at me. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird. I think I don't know if I'm gonna be reset properly. Because you killed me in the middle of the... I'm gone. I was sent to the void. Thanks, James King. Don't worry, guys. Why y'all so fucking... Why y'all mean to me? I'm just a little borb. I'm just a little guy. Y'all just bully me and hit me with the heavy and kill me with Pikmin all the time, constantly. Anyways. Also, with the way that the thing is, it's 100% like this is 100% like lower. A little guy, okay, 6'9", not 6'9", 6'8". Perhaps this song is appropriate for birds. What's the song called? Gala? You got an extra inch where it matters. Horny. Points at the slime. Points at slime cat. Horny. To be fair, it's been a hot minute since you've made a horny comment here. I kind of missed it. Yeah, it does. Shut the oh my god. You learned if you kill Starky twice and once, you can banish him to the Shadow Realm. Kinda. Okay, it's been the first one in a hot minutes that I've recognized as being overtly horny. You're bigger than me, bud? I mean, no. Not no to what you've said, but no to this conversation continuing. Humby, welcome on in. Welcome on in, Winged Fatty Links. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we shout out for Javi, aka Humby, aka Winged Fatty Links? How you doing, your Sweet Bean? Okay. Shout out why. Last scene with Digested. Yeah, that checks out. I've stumbled across. I'm doing okay, are y'all? I'm doing all right. Bit of a busy weekend. I need an eggplant. You brought it on yourself. I mean, listen, that is fair. I did not expect that. I've spotted your. I've stumbled across your FA. I know what you're into. Vor, yeah, Vor and Tumby, which to some degree it is a very extensive and historied overlap. We were actually talking about that a little bit earlier, where it's like to some degree I'm not into Vor, but I do like tummies, and I'm like, okay, I can just kind of ignore the details that make it something that I personally am neutral on. It's been a long time since the last stream, but I saw the game around and I had to. I mean, hey, if you're going on hiatus, you might as well do something silly like that. In my case, yes. No, hopefully you're holding up well yourself, though, Javi. Let's see. Something here, which means something here. That's a lot of tum-tum. We're very tum-brained in the chat today, and I'm kind of here for it. It's a little too much. Hanging in there, emotions are kind of roller coaster, but that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I completely understand that. Life is complicated. I'm glad to see you hanging out, though. And, you know, to some degree, I'm glad to see you back in positive and healing communities. I made a freaky pocket dimension in Minecraft mod to keep all the round art I got. Same thing how people make a freaky basement for this. What do you mean the freaky basement? XG hypnotize. All right, get your swirly emotes out. Gadget put the hypnosis ASMR into the song queue. Can they add weeping angels to Minecraft already? I mean, isn't that like one of the? I mean, I thought the I can't remember the name of the fucking enemy, but I thought it was already like a part of Minecraft. The creaking is the weeping angel. Yeah, I was basically like, didn't they add the creaking or something? Freaky basements, all of your have all your porn in. I don't know if you can say it in here. You can say porn. Do I have like? I probably should have the overtly sexual, like significant profanity or vulgarity. Content that focuses on sexualized physical. Yeah, I probably should have that as well. The thing you said about back to positive communities makes you think you know something. Listen. I have my ear to the ground on a lot of things. People think, like, okay. The furry community is relatively low drama, but a lot of that's just because stuff tends to happen in back doors and like in back rooms. I tend to like, as a mod, I tend to like keep my head about me in regards to making sure that I'm aware of, yes, the back rooms where furry drama belongs. But no, I tend to be aware of a lot of stuff just incidentally by value of the fact that like I need to be aware of stuff to protect communities. But now, and one of the servers I played, and we had a plugin to add art and had a gallery of our commissions and such. That's really cool, actually. Okay. Here? Eyes are such a pain in the ass. Starky, you and I need to go together and talk about drama. Here's the thing. I actively avoid talking about it. Like, the furry fandom is low drama. Yeah, I can tell you don't come from the Spanish fan. That's fair, actually. I mean, the English side has some problematic people too, but like, I actively try to avoid talking about it. I just mostly am like aware of it. It'll be like it'll be more like, oh, like something happened with this individual, let me look into it, and then I just don't really like, if like I might mention it to some friends to be like, here's the context for what's happening, but like usually I try to stay relatively neutral. The only time I've ever like actively been involved in drama, it was with someone who was like the shit stirrer in terms of the English speaking side of things. So like, I think relatively speaking, like I tend to keep my nose kind of clean of that stuff. The Spanish fandom was like watching a telenovela every afternoon. There's something new every day or two. That's wild. But no, like a lot of it's just like, hey, this person's a problem. This person, the shit stir. Yeah, exactly. Well, no. The shit stirrer.
Starky17.
Welcome on, Gigantic. Think of that Jones subscription for 25 months. Enjoy the afternoon with sweeping.
This is fine, Starky17 Gritty.
It's not shit stir. It's shit stir. Like they stir up the shit. Yeah. There's a couple of those in the English speaking community. Largely, like, you know, it is known, although it's, like I said, a lot of it's kind of discussed in the back, like in back doors. I should look at the Spanish speaking side of furries. But no, like I said, I'm aware of, I'm an info broker. I don't know about the Latin American, but in Spain around 10 years ago, what's that? It's my mods add some fucking wild ass 7 TV emotes, not the Dragonite Españita. Oh my god. To be fair, like I'm trying my best to learn, like, to secure my knowledge and understanding of Spanish. Hold up. Javi, ¿hablas español de España o de los países centroamericanos? Me playing Violet be like, slow, do not put Prafy in my chat. Because I've learned something that's de España. Okay. En España, cuando preguntando su amigo y ¿cómo se dice? No, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? Digas así. It, like, apparently that's a very, like, Spanish thing. Maybe without the extension, like. Apparent, because this is like a point that I've ran into a couple of times, where like people be like, "¿Cómo está?" and I'm like, "Yetzi," because like I did high school and collegiate level Spanish, which is very much Spain Spanish, and "Yetzi" is not at all a thing in Central America. Yes, then we're neutral and things are a shit show. Oh, that's fair. Starky is mostly Starky. It is mostly Zeph, so I don't know if it's saying mods is the right word. It's Zeph and Oceano. Those are the two gremlins. Those are the two creatures in regards to who did the. Why is Crisp out? He just be eeping. But no. Apparently the Central American Spanish equivalent is más o menos, because I've said like así to a couple of people and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? they're always confused. Universally, they're like that? What the fuck are you talking? Hello? Also, I'm sorry for my Spanish quality. I'm sure I'm fucking up some amount of the grammar rules because I'm trying to speak quickly instead of like, well, Starky and ignoring South American. Well, because it's like, well, now I know. If the person that I'm talking to is from South America, I say más o menos. Yeah, whenever I talk to the Wilder and he talks to me back, we end up confused. That checks out, actually. That's really funny. But no, like, now I know, like, oh, like... I just start every conversation in Spanish, like, on the internet just now, like, de que países. Que país. You're good, I can understand most of it. If something sounds weird, it's normally understandable through context. That's fair. And, like that kind of, I'm just like, what country you're from? I need to know what specific slang I can and can't. País ahora. That's what he chose to ignore my message because it's a call out. Wait, would you mind if a white boy speaks a little Espanol? País. País is the Spanish word for country. Listen, just because I can't figure out how to say fucking bread in Brazilian doesn't. Okay, to be fair, my Spanish. I'm significantly better at dictate like pão. It's pão. Brazilian. Oh, welcome on Cornflake Girl. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, that's right, Oceano. Say pão. Pão. I'm trying. Also, Oceano, Dr. Hawk was here earlier, and he's also Brazilian. I think. So, Brazilian, Portuguese. Did I say Brazilian? I'm fucking stupid. Listen, no one talks about Portugal. No one cares about Portugal. It might as well be Brazilian. I studied a bit of Portuguese. I don't remember a lot of it. I know. I love Portugal. I've never acknowledged that country. That is a mistake that has happened so many fucking times, by the way. It's a very American thing of you to say. It's happened so many times because the context that I think of Portuguese in is exclusively from the Brazilian perspective. Bart is from there. Oh, Bart. Lo siento. But no. Portugal is the Brazilian Guiana. Oh, yeah, that's right. Brazilian Guiana is a thing, isn't it? But no, like... Okay. Nihongo wakarimasen. Portugal, you mean not Spain? Welcome on a Brigadier. Glad to have you, sweetie. I mean, to some degree, yes. To some degree... I'm still proud of how I was able to piss off. So I had in high school a friend who knew how to speak Japanese and one who knew how to speak Spanish, and I was able to 2-for-1 piss them off, because we were eating and I said "Itadakimasu comido," and they both looked at me with daggers. They like I think if they had knives in their hands, I would be dead. Next, we'll be saying someone is speaking American and when they're speaking English, and Canadian when someone's speaking French. I mean, okay, here's the thing. The Canadian one might actually be kind of the case, because if the French are weird and wacky about how, like, specific their language is, to the point where, like, the College of French in Paris is, like, hyper controlling and has absolutely zero influence on how the rest of the world speaks French. So they're pissed because there's constantly slang that's like region specific where they're like, actually, that's not a French word. Quebecois. Is it Quebecois? Is it Quebecois? I always say Quebecois because I'm like, that's French. I would have had a stroke. I got new and exciting warning. Monkey, did you get the pop-up from Twitch that says, are you sure you want to send that? Because I love getting that warning. Because that means I'm saying some real fucking haunted shit in a friend's chat. Portugal is so funny. They hate Brazil in part because we're starting to influence their own language, not unlike Peppa Pig did to the Americans. To be fair, in Spain, some people also say these kinds of things with Latin American Spanish. Are you sure you want to watch this shit? Oh, okay. It's because I added the sexual content flag because we were talking about dicks. Dick. Do you all know there's American dub of Peppa Pig? I like the fact that apparently Bluey was so influential that kids started speaking with an Australian accent. That is one of my favorite facts. Where like American kids started speaking with an Australian accent because of how influential and successful Bluey was here. I also unlocked the highest level Midwestern spell, Lungs of Ranch. Okay, here, let me just fucking... let me just open it. Y'all get to see who we're drawing. Nope, that's not right. I need to insert. Import. Image. There we go. It's Krim. We're drawing Krim. Because he was very, very supportive at the end of last year and gave like 100 subs. And I'm like, I must get my vengeance. Wow, green. Yeah. That's right. The image goes. That's right. The square hole. You just copy paste the image. Related meme DM'd. Oh, you sent it to me on Telegram. You just... But no, like, to some degree, I am trying to, what kind of face shape are we working with? Okay, it's just kind of like a box snoot. It's like a box snoot, but it's a little bit thicker, so I need to keep that in mind. It's like the width of his face is like kind of determined by square Hroth square. Okay. So more relating to this, I have a Chinese friend who speaks Mandarin as a heritage language, and apparently they sound like a farmer to their Chinese professor. I mean, that's understandable. Like that is to some degree the difference between the language as spoken and the language as written. What is this song? Wait, no, okay, hold up. I just realized that's actually, no, that's a straight up a slur. Hold up. Hold up. What the fuck? That was, okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't hear it the first time. Oh, Jesus. We're saying specifically not. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Can I my music now? Remember, now I'm like actually so incredibly sorry. Cancel. Listen. This is the danger. This is on God the danger of song request streams. Unfortunately. Was that cued by someone? It presumably was.
Do you like this? Do you like this?
Like this, it is actually meaningfully the kind of thing where like I need to figure out like who put that one in. My tweet longer is gonna be blank because I spaced out and I didn't cant the bad word. Hold up. I'm looking. I'm looking to see who we kill. To apologize or put it in again? No, Alexa said, mostly it's just like a warning to be like, hey, please do be careful. Like, unironically, that was actually extremely uncool. Well, I'm looking. Okay, so it was before that. Oh, god damn it. Oh, well. I mean, here's the thing. I don't necessarily know who put it. Like, I don't think I could... Here. Song request. Queue window. History. History window. If I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics. I mean, that's the... It was more of like a Central American slur, unfortunately. Today. God fucking damn it. I can't figure out who did it, but there has to be a history request. Well, there is, but Spotify apparently fucked up their API. And you're aware of the slur? Yes. I miss Chris, I miss him a lot. But no, like, please do be careful. I don't think I can figure out who did it. Am I just Spotify fucking up something? Hold up. I could probably figure it out. /user. If I do... Is it my account? What am I using for... Yes, I'm using my account. Okay. Like, totally not doing that with their app a few years ago. Okay. I'm looking. Who did it? Excuse me? Hey, Twitch, what the fuck? I feel like it's... Not me. Unfortunately, I think it isn't in the logs. I'm looking real quick. Is Twitch being a pain in the ass? A pain in the flesh? That's somehow more haunting. I don't... How did it get in the fucking queue if no one requested it? Oh! It was Oceano. God damn it. God damn it, Oceano. Okay. It is. God damn. Here's the thing. Because it is one of those things where it's like, it is the equivalent of using like the N-word in rap, where I'm like, I'm not at all in the position to really speak my mind as a very white person. Some would say aggressive, like, irresponsibly white. But no. That's just like, that's, yeah, let's not do that. It wasn't me being a problem. Yeah, for the first time ever, Zeph, it wasn't you. I also, like, because to some degree, I'm like, part of me is like hoping that it's someone from Central America, so I can be like, oh, okay, it's not like meant in a hateful way. Because like that's the big thing with like that kind of language is I'm like I was curious because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like there wasn't someone who was like surreptitiously being a hateful person in the chat, and as such I would send them to the Shadow Realm. Okay, how the fuck do I draw? I think I'm over exaggerating it. Welcome on in, Big O. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you show for Big O? Big O. Let's put in this one then. Welcome on though. How you doing, Sweet Bean? Feeling snoots are shorter than candid snoots? So yeah, how many times have you lost your shirt today, or did you just get paid and get... Actually, that's a good point. Is my shirt supposed to be back? Hold up, I can check this one easily, at least. This one's easy for me to check. Where is it? Yes, the most recent one was less than 10 minutes ago, so it's supposed to be off. I'm good. How is Bird? I'm doing all right. Admittedly, I got jump scared a moment ago. Welcome on in, Port King. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Sorry, I'm watching the lab coat. Germa squishes Bird between big hairy bellies. Oh no, what a terrible punishment. How awful. Oh, how horrible. Gosh, do it again. Miracle Whip. I feel like we've done a lot of Miracle Whip rants. I feel like that particular topic has been like we've dried up that particular well of discourse. Oh no, to be squished between big bellies. Can you come up with an alternate topic? Because otherwise I'm be like, let's refund that one. Hey, how about Midwestern salads then? I can work with that. I can work with this. Hold up a moment. Let me pause the music real quick so that way it's not playing. All right, motherfuckers. You want to hear me talk about some bullshit? Because here in the Midwest, the glorious God-forsaken land of the Midwest, we have many things you know, experience and suffer alongside. But I think the most profound form of suffering in the Midwest are salads in the Midwest that aren't actually salads in any way, even remotely. You see, in the Midwest, we'll just take a bunch of shit, like, it's deeply sugary, usually like some form of like whipped cream or gelatin, fucking just throw it into a bowl and call it a salad. And I don't know fucking why. You look me in the eyes and you tell me for a fucking second that ambrosia salad is anything that it's meant to be consumed by human people, because I will end you in that in the Midwest. But yeah, that is a redeem. Ambrosia salad from the family throw up Tupperware. What just happened? I have a Hope Core redeem. Oh, Miracle Whip is very different from Cool Whip. Miracle Whip is mayonnaise with slightly less. I think it's oil and much more sugar. Feels like that one salad that Starky would want to toss. I don't really understand because tossing a salad is euphemism for oral, if I understand correctly. If I'm interpreting the suggestive statement correctly. I think it's supposed to add sugar to mayonnaise at all. It's about eating an ass. Well, I thought it was just like a catch-all for cunnilingus. I guess cunnilingus and analingus are two different things. I'm sorry, the ace part of my brain has been deeply activated. Hold up, I need to lower this. It's incredible to me how some of y'all can improv a whole conversation topic or rant, because I try to start thinking about it. Something in my brain will just get its thoughts tangled, not even the step of voicing it. It is 100% a trained skill. It is a skill I've gotten better at, to the point where I actually run out of time now. The first couple of time loops, I like struggled to find stuff to say. But now I just let my brain run wild. I just figure out a couple of points and I'm just gonna go over these and then no Roblox. I don't want to play any other game other than Bee Swarm Sim. Slowed Panda? Why are you playing Roblox? I'm not judging you, except I definitely am 100%. Because... What about Dress to Impress? I'm assuming that one's probably not in the mainstream anymore. I gotta head out, but I have fun time playing with fire and chemicals. Will do. Thank you for stopping by, you sweet bean. My thought on the matter is if you don't give them money, they're not really contributing to the problem. Kind of is the thing. Because, like, those, like, multiplayer experiences like that, like, the best way to meaningfully influence change is just to, like... Oh, shit. Is, like, to meaningfully, I can't play Dress to Impress. I have no sense of fashion. It's okay, girly. My mom questioned if I was gay because I dressed poorly. That was one of my favorite moments. To this day, one of the funniest things about me coming out was the fact that my mom was like, "Are you sure you're gay? You don't really dress that well." Unironically. With the funniest fucking part about that, because there's a part 2. the funniest part about that is we went clothes shopping and she was like, I got some flannel because I'm gay and in flannel. And she was like, are you sure that this is going to look good on you? And I'm like, please let me try. And she's like, okay, fine. And then I put it on and she's like, oh, never mind. Never mind. You were right. And then we've never had that issue since I was allowed to start dressing myself. Imagine the stereotype not working for you. Flannel looks great, miss. Next question. Big bodies and flannel is a great combo. Oh, I think I might need to like lower the like. Yes, Lo? Are you thinking about big bodied men in flannel? But no, like unironically though, like I look pretty good in flannel. I'm not like ooh, like there. I am getting better in regards to my confidence. But like there are certain things that like I'm still like, you know, there are certain things I recognize. I'm like, yeah, I'm hot, and me wearing flannel is one of those. These, yeah, you are. I need to remember that like this is the sketch layer, so I can do this. What about me is built so wrong? It's almost fashion. I think it looks best wrapped around the waist. I did do that a lot at MFF. I mean, we look at chicken with its head cut off. Not a bird brain, baby. I don't think this is supposed to stop. Flannel looks best on the floor. I respect that. I respect that. Baby, I don't know when I'm supposed to stop. Baby, I don't know if I'm supposed to stop. Welcome on, Andy. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? Encore? Okay. It's so, don't detail me. I still feel so guilty about the trauma I inflicted with Claren. If it makes you feel any better, no one really was able to handle the detail. I didn't say it was bad. But no, like I caught a lot of people just with like 3 or 4 down tilts in a row. So like you are by no means alone in that. I feel bad about the double laser though. That was that. To be fair, you did win that match actually. You did win that match, but also I completed the download. I still had a lot of fun though. Yeah, no, and congrats again on your wins. That's huge. That's like, I think the first tournament win is like when it really clicks and it's like, oh wow, like, you know, you get like that huge like relief, that like surge of relief chemicals. Is it all for a show? In the golden hour you seem to know no fear. Is it really true? And in terms of thinking of big bodies and flannel, Starky, hot. Thank you. I felt good. It felt good to actually get that. Heck yeah. I mean, that's the joy of fighting games. The joy of fighting games. So like, okay, you know, with like RPGs that like the level you level up, you've completed a combat, you level up and you hear that ding. Like fighting games are like that, but you don't get the ding. You just get the joy of leveling up and seeing yourself do shit you could not do in the first place. I already have one incredibly horny scenario in mind. I'm trying to think for a special Valentine's Day stream. Heck yeah. I'll be honest with you, I've got no plans for Valentine's Day. That's just one of those things where it's like I'm probably just gonna be like home reasonably. Do you want plans? Not really. I do appreciate that though. I mean, I might be on like James' Discord because apparently he's gonna be watching. He's gonna be watching a. It's called Leashed by Love, and it's about a woman who, like, a guy gets turned into a dog, and to break the curse, he has to get a woman to fall in love with him, and he's only a human at night. And the editing and visual appeal of that is very early 2000s YouTube, and I'm kind of here for it. So I'm gonna get drunk and watch that with James on James' Discord, probably. Excuse me. I lack I wanted to do something for Valentine's Day, but I lack a triangular mold. Also trying something for the special Valentine's stream. I have people submitting the first furry crystals, and I believe rating and ranking them. Ooh, that does sound like fun. Reverse werewolf dog. To some degree, yeah. Okay, so I need to, like, because the jawline on this guy is fucking impeccable. There we go. I keep missing the James movie nights, keep forgetting. I made the post yesterday, and I hope more people submit their crushes. That gains more traction. I mean, I can definitely submit my first one, which was Bowser. Let me hypnotize you with this. Oh. I think you don't understand. I'm on the other side of the pocket. Watch. I mean, what? I want to make some chocolate look like onigiri. Ooh, that does sound tasty. I'm not a huge chocolate person, honestly. I'll link in the post. Thank you for sure. You know, I'd be more than happy to, because my gay and furry awakening was both the same game, Bowser's Inside Story. And no, it wasn't the vor, it was the force feeding and weight gain scene. It's just, on God, it is just a force feeding and weight gain scene. I mean, same. Sorry, wait, Slow, you don't know about you don't know about the force feeding weight gain scene in Bowser's you're gonna have to look at that, because that is just straight up culture. That is queer culture. That is queer history. Oh wait, that one. Also the macro Bowser scene. Those definitely also were good. If I mayoed my housemate's drink, would y'all give me an alibi? This is the opposite of an alibi. You are admitting a crime in advance. Because he's kind of like leaning forward, so I think the ears would be a little bit more. They'd be probably somewhere like here. Look, my housemate has fancy knives, and they will use them on you if you mayo their house drink. They mayo their drink. I've seen that a lot, and I've done things and have done many things to that scene. Points at bird horny. Why can't I mayo their beer? Because they will attack you with knives, and I will laugh because you will have deserved to be attacked with knives. Okay, thinking about like where it is here. Welcome on to Mordegree. Is it Mordegree or Mordegress? Welcome on in though. Glad to have you. Can we get a shout out from Mordegress? Like how you say that. I mean, listen. I think it would be funny. Because I wouldn't be the one getting hurt. You say the S? Okay. So it's not the French pronunciation. hopefully you're doing well. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How are you holding up? Okay. So the ear kind of comes to here. So this is where the ear starts, rather. Something kind of like that. Starky being a mod here has made me too powerful. I didn't think about the French pronunciation until later, just teen things. That's fair. Also, yeah, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, that feels like there's something wrong here. Okay, the snoot's at least correct. I'm looking at the ears, and the ears are fucked, man. Something kind of like maybe that. And then, actually, speaking of big and round, think about the save. That might be the first time I've saved in 2 hours. There's a reason I have that save reminder as a redeem. I think the save also is probably the stretch and the hydrate. I said, ooh, turn the lights off. Didn't I save earlier? I might have missed it with all the yapping. The fucked up part about that song is it's exactly in the dead zone of my singing voice. So I have to go an octave lower. I said, ooh, baby, turn the lights off. Commission request that I put in got accepted, and now they're starting to work sketch it. Heck yeah. Starky, can you tell me what the fox said? He gave me your coordinates. You should run. So I got back after leaving for half an hour, and only now you're saving. Also, Shadow, I don't know if you know it or not, but the song you put in the queue did have like a straight up slur in it. So like, please don't do that. That was not great. I lie in bed now. For sure. Thank you for taking out, you sweet bean. Go get some rest. Oh, yeah, the frijolero, something to that effect. I have a very middle range whenever I try to sing some things. They either go too low or too high for me to sing comfortably because I'm out of practice and I lost range. To be fair, I have no experience singing as like a professional, so but I yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, it happens. Luckily, it was you, so that way I knew it wasn't like intended with hate, because otherwise I would have banned. That is straight up a ban. Don't fuck around. Do not find out. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Grabbing the Goo Crow to do a karaoke stream. I might do that. I could do that. I could reasonably do that. My bad. All good. Like I said, as soon as I saw it was you, I was like, okay, this wasn't intended with hate. But no, just like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen again. I say, holding the knife. Okay. Here. Shirtless with a necklace, though? Goodness. I mean... I hold up. Because Starky doesn't wear pants, so, like... Boop. Spin. Spin. Good grief! Good grief, he's naked! My ex is a singer and he told me how to warm up, and some things we don't sing as often anymore. That's fair. The round commission is just some PNG tours of the bird becoming a runner that you use around the place. That's fair as well. That checks out for you. Starky, yeah, no, it's a Donald Ducking situation. You mammals and your shame, I say jokingly. Fucking. Starky's Donald Ducking, he won't heal us. Shut the fuck. Does nanomachines generate Pinor if needed? But there is a null kink. Yes, load. Is there something you want to tell us about? It's so fun having friends who will just tell on themselves. Who'll just be like, yeah, here's like a bullet pointed list of ways you can get me flustered. That's so nice. It's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, actually. Sometimes I don't want Pinot. Fair enough. I respect that. And this is a great song to talk about kinks. I don't see anything wrong with it. Are you implying that this isn't a great song to talk about kinks too? It is still funny that I think I am still the safest mod from Starky trying to fluster. I just... Suda, you are an enigma. You are a black box in regards to your kinks. Other mods tell on themselves. You're just like... You actually keep that information private, which is I appreciate because, you know, mod and all that, but no one asked, and why would I tell on myself? That's fair. Darky actually can't fluster me. That he's that unfuckable to me. Wait, what kings have I let slip out? Actually, that's a good question. Oceano is like also relatively like sorry, do I have tells? Yes, you have tells, Phoenix. I'd agree on that being telling on what people may like, but also Temple Seers in the fandom ends up making oneself learn about things you're not even interested on. Oh, that's fair. No, I I have a friend who's into breath play, and I tease him about it because, like, you know, it's not my thing, but I learned my lesson the hard way. Hence why you'll never learn about the ASMR affirmations that I'm. No, we knew about that. You already told us that. Breath play is interesting to think about. Criminal offensive side eye. And before you say anything, too late. I already said it. I already said my thoughts in full. Fuck. No, I don't believe I'm into it. That's okay. That's fair. Kasai was the one with the public humiliations exhibitionism one, right? I don't actually. I know Kasai is the one that likes the girl bosses. Kasai is the one that wants to be stepped on. No, it's just masochism. More interesting to think about. Zeph is BDSM slash no, not BDSM, but like the being tied down. I can't remember the name of that kink. Isn't it funny how a bunch of kinks can be interesting in certain scenarios, but they're on there pretty Oh, for sure. No, like I said, I have I have a list of things that I will tease friends if I know that they're into it. But like it's very much not my thing. Roleplay and also interesting to look at, like Shibari and stuff like that. Bondage, that's the one. Also being treated like a brat. I don't have a kink for being treated like a brat. No, Zeph just is a brat. When I was doing my bingo, I was struggling to think of how to call some things because they could be so specific. Oh, for sure. It's like there's so many variations on vor. What else? That's what someone with a kink for being treated like a brat would say. Every orifice can be a vor hole. I've said it before, and I regretted saying it then, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to regret it saying it now. No, this is actually the perfect backing track to me saying this. We're being rickrolled by Uia Cat. If there's an orifice, there's a vorifice. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, for vor, it was nice to just throw a vor. Easy one for people to tick down. That's fair. I think signs of my kink awakening starting with Dragon Ball Z. Hyper muscles and fighting. I thought about, I've never specified the ASMR affirmation, sometimes drifting in good boy territory. Yeah, praise kink. Can we talk about septums not being called Vorknockers enough? Thanks. No clothing damage? Oh. I don't like the idea of ear vor. Do you think unthinks you? There's fucking vor that's centered around not even an orifice. Peck vor and pit vor are things. And now you know about them. You have to suffer like the rest of us do. I'm kidding. How? It's kind of similar like goo absorption. They just kind of get like pushed through. Yeah, I saw those around. It's certainly interesting to see what people can come up with. Hi, Trendy. How you doing? Glad you could stop by. You chose this moment to stop by and say hi. Can we shout for Trendy Father? How you doing? How you doing, you sweet bean? This is gonna be the, yeah, I was about to say, like, this is the ooey-ah, isn't it? Banana na 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 na. I'm doing good, just chilling for sure. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that. We are yapping. We are discussing very normal topics. Only the most normal topics discussed here. I love slurs. Oh my god, a high slur. Just furries, man. Also, speaking of, that is not a transition I'm particularly happy with. Happy Buddy Month, Starky. Buddy? What? 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 What's that? That means nothing to me. BHM? Oh, Black History Month. Yeah, happy Black History Month. I got so confused. No, okay, happy, speaking of, okay, no, but like that, hold up, that was the fucking, moderators. Rick slowed pain his neck for 10 seconds. Illegal use of segues. Criminal behavior. Thank you, Zeph. Wait, hold on. That might they might be POC. Up around, behind of luck, and at the end of your rope, and you're ready, throw you a line. Mods really have to be they have to be really strong to move slowed out. Yeah, they have the big doors. That's a big orb. No, I have jaundice, so I'm definitely not a POC thing. World on my string for all of your blues. Go look at my enormous penis, and they'll start melting away. Take a look at my enormous penis. This song's so fucking stupid. It's a sunshiny day. Look at my enormous penis. In my way. Ambrose and Draco are conflicting over it. Is a rat king a cuddle puddle? Uncertain, unclear. Welcome on the Struggle for Waffles. Glad to be sweeping. Give a shout for the Struggle for Waffles. The implication of the Rat King is that it is rats wrapping their tails to share warmth in an environment. A Rat King is not a cuddle puddle. It's horrific. Well, rat tails disconnect relatively easily. The only time they get properly stuck is through rigor mortis. So the implication of the Rat King is a cuddle puddle that was insufficient to keeping the rats alive. So you're not being the allegations of 6'8", but with an extra inch down there. Fair enough. Get my enormous penis in my way. My meat is murder is a fucking wild line in a song like this. Would an Anthro Rat King be more or less horrific? Probably more horrific. I heard their tails can get pretty tangled due to other issues too, and they end up dying since they can. They can't agree to go in a direction. Pretty horrific. I can't imagine. Like that would be like there would need to be like some kind of like tree sap or some other sticky substance involved because they don't naturally stick together. Like there's no real like way, like rat tails aren't like flexible enough to get tangled. So like there would need to be like some kind of like sticky material or substance that would be causing like that kind of, you know. They're mildly prehensile. Yeah, but like not enough to like not with a K. Oh wait, no, you're furries. You're always gonna assume the K. I've never played a Final Fantasy game to completion. Would I enjoy Final Fantasy? Yeah. It depends on which. That's fair. I've heard like pretty bad things about like Final Fantasy 13, for example. Okay. Oh my merciful God. I'm not drawing the jewelry. I'm thinking about the jewelry, and I'm like, the jewelry, to be fair, like, I'm going for, like, sweaty post-game look. 13-2 is a wonderful time. I say do yourself a favor and play 15 first. Wasn't the 15, like, isn't it bad because they were planning on making the fucking, the good endings paid DLC? Isn't that what happened with Final Fantasy 15? And as far as I can see, Rat Kings most of the time are not naturally occurring, with most cases being people doing evil things. That does make sense. Okay, time to refine a sketch. What happened here? How did this happen? Welcome on in Chaos. Good idea, Sweet Bean. Don't fucking press the button. Don't you do it.
What does
Don't you?
this button do? Please,
I swear to God, if you kill another fucking chimp.
You have no idea what it...
You released the Pissman! I'm not cleaning up their piss. 13 is fine, but the problem is it gets bogged down with too much story in the beginning and people forget what's going on once it becomes relevant. Welp. I do love the fact that they leave and the other person is just gone. They just power wash his existence away with a sheer tidal wave of urine. Thank you for the save reminder. Sephiroth. It's like the bus that vaporizes the car. To be fair, that car deserves it. Where's Kofu for this kind of thing? just like, if you were alone in New York City subway in the middle of the day, how many Rat Kings explicitly shoveling your direction would make you fear for your life? 1. Because the Rat King is like 6 rats. What the fuck have I done that they have all decided that they're running towards that? Like, that's just rabies. Chaos, why is... 7? Tried to use the siren song of Deadlock to invite you, but you already have it. I do already have Deadlock. I just need to give it a try. But I'm also, like, apprehensive about learning how to play Deadlock, because I do feel like it's like it looks like Overwatch plus Dota 2, and I'm afraid that if that happens, like if I play this, it will consume my entire life. I would become like a full-time Deadlock streamer. 13 deviated too much from the formula that already had a lot of deviations, but people were not ready to recognize that simple truth. Just try it. I don't trust like that. I lack a fundamental competence of self-preservation. That's fair. That's fair. We gotta get Locke on the case. Locke is just your assigned dog sitter. Starky, would you would be deadlocked to the game? That's not what a deadlock is. That's arguably kind of the opposite of what a deadlock is. The worst part about that pun is that you had so much, there's so many areas you could have made it work. I literally jumped off a building safely for fun and had a blast doing it, jumping off the stratosphere in Las Vegas. Great time. There is no amount of money you could get me to do something like that. It's not even like a fear thing. It's just like it's just like, I guess it is a fear thing insofar as that my body doesn't really handle it's not the kind of like fear response that my brain I think would actively interpret as fun. How about these fuck me eyes? How are these looking? Your brush of choice is interesting. Well, this is mostly from a sketching perspective. So like this, I'm using the like the pencil because like I don't care too much about the fine details. Like I'm not married. Like it's basically my way of saying the lines aren't like a thing I'm married to yet. So like when I'm doing like fine detailing stuff like this. I see. Yeah. To be fair, I treat it is a meaningfully bad habit I've gotten into where I treat my sketch layer like it's line art, where I try to get the perfect line every time instead of like letting myself be like scratchy and inconsistent with it. Like that is a issue I meaningfully have in the process of like doing my art. It is very, very annoying. I don't sketch and drawing for the time being, I just raw dog it. You are far braver than I am. I can't for the life of me refine a sketch so much. If I mess up on the line art layer, I'm like, okay, that's it. Liner's just going to be a clean shaven or clean sketch. I mean, to be fair, I do like I'm a prolific user of the Control Z. It's kind of why like I feel like I would struggle if I did traditional art. Control Z is my addiction. The eyes are probably going to need a little bit of a touch up. Are those eyebrows too thick? I'll touch. Also, counterpoint, having clean lines is better than scratching because it trains you to actually decide how to do your lines, and you end up having a lot more personality in them instead of relying on doing lines everywhere and hinting at the possible shape. I suppose that's fair. Disclaimer, better for me, of course, both are valid. To be fair, like, it is the kind of thing where it's like, I feel like that decision is like the kind of thing where it's like, it's better made at like the like line art layer as opposed to the sketch. There we go. Wait, is the scan also broken? Oh, wait, the scan might be set up through,
This button do?
the scan might reasonably be set up through, BikuBot.
Button. You have no idea what it.
I think it is as well, unfortunately.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio.
Remember that video of the poor jellyfish? Okay. You ever hear of the concept of hoagie dipping? I live near Chicago. Of course I have. The Italian beef is like a Chicago classic. I would argue that that is like that's the single most like that's the single most Chicagoan dish. Because I've met plenty of Chicagoans who are Chicagoans who are like not like who kind of agree with me that like deep dish isn't really everything it's cracked up to be. But like I've not met a single Chicago and it was like, oh yeah, no, like the Italian beef is like that's tourist trap food. Eating a cold cut in dip form is nice. Okay. Mustache time. Oh my god, Dua Lipa. Hey, sorry, what if I put ketchup on a Chicago hot dog? Chicagoans would slit your throat. Like, okay, that's overstating it. They would look at you with actual like contempt, though. Like meaningful contempt. And to be honest with you, you would kind of deserve it because Chicago is like one of the few places that actually has like proper quality like meat hot dogs. This is coming together. This is coming together and actually looking a little bit like creme. There you go. The flip test is misery, but it is correct. The flip test prevents you from doing some dumb shit that fucks you over in the long run. I think I want the snoot a little bit wider, like the nose specifically. And this is kind of like why a refined sketch can be nice, is because you can look at the things you did and be like, I like it, but I think I want it like a little bit wider. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, I'm thinking about like how my beard works. So it would move towards the center. The talk of deep dish reminded me of deep dish. The fuck you mean deep dish pussy? This ain't a size queen. This ain't a size king situation, man. As far as I'm aware, there's no discourse from people who are heterosexual men where they discuss vagina depth. Have the horny bat ready? You might need to bonk. To be fair, like it is funny because like I there are a decent number of heterosexual like relationships in my like IRL friend group, but in every single one of them, I think in every single one of them, the more dominant of the personalities, it definitely tends to be the lady. So like in terms of like active like engagement with sexual discourse, and all the guys love cock. That's not fair. There's a couple of guys in our friend group who I don't think love cock. Like me. I'm talking the married ones. I'm also talking about the married ones. Specifically B and C. Who are married to K and E. Yeah, they're respectively, I'm pretty sure. The brain no won't work. I'm giving you initials. Is this a fucking Silva Gunner remix? Baby. Da, 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 da. I will say nothing. What do you know? What do you know? I'm kidding, of course. I don't actually care. Sorry, I can talk. That's fair. My mouth too full of meat. To be fair, this is a point where like every like marriage I'm aware of, like far and away the happiest ones are where the man could be a little bit gay, like you know, that all of them the guys just want to be a little bit gay. I think universally. I think therein lies the secret sauce of a happy marriage. Maybe that's the crux of the gaycation. Maybe they were actually trying to save their marriages by being gay. I love the gaycation post so much. It is fascinating. What is happening in this? I'm having a mental breakdown. Can a guy smooch a homie goodnight? New time loop. There we go. Is mayo on Chicago Dog allowed? I forget. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they would end you as well. There we go. QP mayo on a hot dog tastes pretty great. I've never had that. Okay. We're getting somewhere. This is the act of refining the sketch. This is actually going relatively quickly. Although it does currently look like this is going to be a this is going to be like a 3 or 4 streamer. We're getting somewhere. I'm happy with what I'm making is the big thing. Close song queue and turn off raids. That's smart. Yeah. I'm just gonna close that. I'm just gonna close Songify. He been on my Windy City till I hot dog. Close enough. Close enough. All right. Turn off raids is a very wise thing to do. Because I don't want to get caught in perpetual raid hell. No, not that it's a bad thing, but it's like I do like I you know, my hours are relatively controlled for a reason, unfortunately. I have to be vaguely a reasonable, like, functional adult. I must go off to Slumberland and farewell, everyone. For sure. Thanks for hanging out, Zeph. Go get some good rest. Look, people who visit the Illinois only go to the Bean where they have the Navy pair. Navy pair right next. Pier. Wrong pier. You're wrong pier. You got it wrong again. it's pier with an I. There we go. I've been there, and I'll tell you, it's not worth going to the Bean. It really isn't. It's not worth your time. Okay, I'm trying to think about, like, where... I installed a Live Hero because I decided I need another gacha to crunch numbers on anyway, and I probably have an interesting story beyond Furibara stuff. Only chapter 1's been translated so far, unfortunately. Look, I took a test today, and I was up late last night doing 2 weeks of homework to turn in. My brain isn't at the best. That's fair. I want to go to be Pan in Boys Town. Boys Town is a lot of fun. I do love. It's so fucking funny to me. There is a Salvation Army, like headquarters that's in Boys Town, and it's the only fucking building in Boys Town that has a literal wall around it. Presumably because people kept showing up to fucking vandalize the place. For those who aren't aware, Salvation Army is a very homophobic charity. They ever show you that one art involving Slow and Ghosts, Starky? I don't think you have. Knowing you, my guess is presumably something in the realm of like ghost hand force feeding or ghost hand air pump. Close, but now. Remember, every saint at stores should be ignored. Oh, yeah. Wait, why is that? Salvation Army is like a super homophobic punted for your viewing pleasure. I'll probably check it out after stream. There's an interesting sequence I saw recently where ghost hands were feeding someone, then the hands got vored. I think my luck is broken. What happened? Majority of the Santas of the stores are taking donations are from the Salvation. Yeah. Oh, okay. Heard about the Salvation Army thing. I didn't know they were behind this. No, mall Santas are usually hired by like the mall itself. The Santas that usually hang out outside of stores, like usually grocery stores or whatever, are the ones that are Salvation Army usually. They're good to know, yeah? Yeah. So if you ever find yourself in the States, you know. Oh, hold up. So I need to give you like back muscles. Hold up, do I need to like... I think I might need to push this a little bit more in now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think yeah, don't visit the US anytime soon. I'm not talking about the 10 pull, I'm talking about the tutorial pull. I heard people reroll for 5 stars, decided my first pull of a 5-star unit was 2 bara, so rerolled again, thinking the first pull was 100% guaranteed to be a 5-star. Visit here instead, we got some good food. Well, yeah, but then I would have to leave and come back here, which, like, I don't know, man. I feel like if I like entered another country, I wouldn't want to go back. Dun, 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 dun. Another perfect song to talk about kinks. Is your kink is your kink number go up? Number? Your kink is number? Because this is from this is the sea shanty from, oh god damn it, RuneScape. But still, although this is still Más que Nada by Sergio Mendes and Gracina Leopres, as in your song title got frozen. Oh, no, that is correct, actually, because I closed out a Songify. Here. And that was what was automatically updating the song titles. So like that it is broken, but it's broken in a way that like makes intuitive sense. RuneScape has been added to the chat. We do talk about it a lot. I guess to be fair, like probably is like one of the more successful. Like it probably is one of the more like successful MMOs out there. Does it seem fun and low impact on your computer? Yeah, it's very not resource intensive. I don't know. It's for me. I tried it. I apparently chose the most boring thing to grind, which is rune crafting. And then I got bored and stopped playing it because I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this? But I feel like even like the underlying gameplay of go do a thing for 10 hours to level up 4 times is just not interesting to me. I think that's like the crux of like why MMOs do not work. Like MMOs don't translate to my brain as entertaining. I find grinding fun. It for me, the thing I find fun in grinding, I guess, is grinding like skill things. Like, you know, getting more consistent at combos. Like, you know. Again, I guess it's to some degree it's like I want my gameplay when I'm playing a game to be like I want to express myself through my gameplay, and like fundamentally, you can't really do that with MMOs. At least not in the same way that you can do in like other games. Like you can express yourself in MMOs. It's just mostly through like, you know. I once wrote a script to grind a single player game. The fun is grinding for me is doing it with friends and talking about whatever. Meanwhile, that's how I deal with Warframe. That's fair. I mean, during Fire Emblem Three Houses, I raised all of Byleth's proficiencies to S+, and that was painful. J. Slow Panda put a single letter in chat. Everyone point and laugh. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. No, J. What is this fucking, like, Five Nights at Friday's ass fucking... Oh, that was the Ouya cat. Why? Why is there an Among Us theme? I hate it here. When the Hold up, I got the bit. I got the bit. Oh, I'm gonna wait for the drop. Hold up, the drop's gonna hit. When the imposter is... This was an accident, but I'm keeping it. It's such a great game, but it's a broad overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to some degree, Warframe does look interesting. I will cry and round out if you do. I feel like you'll round out if no matter what. I feel like that's your default state. Listen. I'm listening. Runs away. How are you gonna run away? More like rolls away. Teases you, teases you, teases you, teases you. Hey, anyone need a new password? I got one fresh out the oven. Oh my god, damn it. Of course it's fucking Megalovania. It even has semicolons. Yeah, that password's gotta be pretty fucking secure. Oh my god, Slow Kids password's too incredible. I love generating passwords. It's my favorite activity. What is this brain rot melody? How have you... It's been like this for like 2 minutes. I'm just... I like the armpit hair that I drew over here, so I'm just copying it and flipping it and moving it to the other side. I'm used to Deezen and Gorilla giving me passwords, but I never saw Slow to give these two. Starky, you have to bully one chat member for $1 million, but you have to bully them for 30 minutes straight. Who do you bully? Wait, queue is done. Yeah, we're closing out the queue. Or rather, I closed out the queue because you know we're in the last half minute. Me. If it was who could I bully? If it outside of chat, I have objectively correct answers because I have a couple of friends who are very into being bullied, and I easily bullied more than 30 minutes. In the context of just chat, though, it becomes a little bit harder. That's the problem. These is a good authenticator because they give so many passwords. I believe I know who you're referring to because I have spotted their FA as well. I can keyboard board smash if I want to. Of course you're allowed to. Like I said, password generation is a very important thing, and you make sure that you're very good about making sure that they're nice and secure. So, wait, did I have a stroke? Did you? Me when I'm strong. Me when I stronkulance. Go to the stronkbittle. Keyboard board. Right, such a nice big cat. No wonder he gives passwords. He probably just slams his paw down. Who in chat? I mean, currently, I think Slode would be easy to tease and bully for 30 minutes. In terms of, like, the people who'd be the easiest to arm Lance. I still think Arm Lance Strong is a spectacular porn star name. Dance star or burlesque dance name. You cannot change my mind, because that is a spectacular burlesque name. Also, Slode, you can frown at me all you want, but like, I'm right. Here's the thing, I only bully those who I know appreciate it. Just like so to some degree I have to figure out like who it would be the most active in terms of like enjoying the process. If you are, then I expect some good descriptions. Noted. Of course, this is strictly hypothetical. Hi, Phoenix. Oh, hold up. These are, yes, hypothetical. When you use those emoticons, you very much give Twiz energy, and Twiz is also a well... Has Twiz admitted that he's a brat yet? Is that a thing he's admitted to yet? Or is he still pretending otherwise? I should go enjoy some yaoi real quick. Heated rivalry. Not yet? Okay. I'll give the little guy some time. He'll figure it out. But he's claiming he's a flop. What's a flop? Like isn't that like a type of rabbit? You're so unk. What part of anything that I do makes you imply that I give a shit or keep up with current lingo? Because I will find that part and I will kill that part. So that way you are under no misapprehension that I give the remote a shit. Flop ain't even that new. Don't you enjoy when you get... okay, maybe it's just fucking lingo that I've never heard before. Of course, through me and chat... of course, though, me and chat use the word flop the other way. Final Urban Dictionary it. One moment. As in flopping onto Twiz with a big belly. Start figured out that was instant stroke real quick. I'm looking and there's nothing in here that... Oh, wait, are you talking about are you talking about the Flop Tropica shit again? Is it, because I saw Flop Tropica and I'm like, oh, it's that shit again, isn't it? Flop Trop, no, okay, never mind, it's not. Slow Panda, you do not want to know, do not ask further, do not inquire further, do not pass go, do not collect $200. A flop in this context is like a failure. Oh, okay. I've never heard that used in the context of people. What's flop tropic? We're not rehashing this entire fucking conversation. We're not rehashing the entire conversation about Jaffe. No. I'm not doing this again. No. Never again. Oh, Jaffe lore. I watched an entire fucking hour-long video. Actually, the video was probably like 30 minutes. But we're not rehashing. We're not relearning that entire fucking... An arrow sounds broken up by Jaffe. That lady? Yeah, her. It's something to do, like, it's a very, apparently, like, South American meme, I guess. I'm not 100% clear on any of the details, and I don't think I want to be. No, Flop Tropica is very universal. No, you can't bring me back. I refuse. I will eat the cyanide pellet I hidden in my teeth. I don't know what the song is about, but my brain wants to translate it to, like, ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? I can't imagine that's what they're saying. Okay, I feel relatively happy with how the sketch is. There's some fine-tuning I need to do for sure. Let's see. We'll let the song play out. Daytona. Oh, ¿Qué onda? You see, because the joke is because they're in Florida. That's where Daytona is. So I can still say ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? It isn't. No, not ¿Qué on? ¿Qué onda? I always forget how to make ¿Qué onda? Which I think translates to, like, how terrible. That might be another one of those, like, Spanish things. K Honda. Welcome on in, Brian. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Give it a show for Brian. I drive a Chevrolet movie. I don't know. Why did my brain do the like, into your crocodile alligator? I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. I still could not tell. You could hold a gun to my head. ¿Qué onda is more Mexican? Okay. You could hold a gun to my head and ask me to explain that meme, and I would pull the trigger. I'm not on the Chronic hard enough to understand what the fuck that song was supposed to be about. All right. I think that's a good place to leave it, though. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with the work I've done so far. No, the book is strange, like Clockwork Orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. All right. But yeah, outro music time. All right, let's use live. Thank you over for stopping by. Hopefully you guys had a good time. It was chill. We made a lot of progress. Got a lot of yapping done in. Who is this? Looks good. Oh, here. we were actually just wrapping up. This is Krim Lionheart, who here. He was very, very supportive last year. He gave a bunch of subs to chat, and I was like, I'll get you back. I'll get my vengeance, and this is my vengeance. I'm drawing his Sona. But yeah. Oh, wrong layer. There we go. Yeah, nice to see you and chill here for sure. Let's see. Before leaving, oh my god. I can't keep getting distracted. The 2022 Crandelier. I'm watching this off stream. Okay, but no. Who's live? Whomst is live? I see Doop. Doop is doing his partner push still. Let's see. Brave Birds is doing his first ever subathon. Mr. Brandoom is doing art. And I see Oku's live. Sheba's live. Sheba's playing Deadlock. Oh my god, there's so many people live. Goodness gracious. I don't think I've ever seen Oku live this early. I'm tempted to raid into him just because I don't think I've ever had the chance to before. Raid Javi? I could do that. I could create problems for everyone. Thank you for letting me pour kombucha on cursed thoughts. No problem. But yeah, I think I want to raid over to Mr. Brandom. Use my emotes or whose emotes you happen to have, as we will be stopping over there. Oh shoot, no, he's doing a. Oh, okay, they just started, so. But yeah, let's start the raid over to Mr. Brandom. You guys will be watching more art on a nice, comfy Monday. But yeah, Manhunt Nights OST is so good. I love it so much. There's a reason it's in all of my playlists. If this is your first time here, though, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Gay Chaos Code the Internet. Variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, over the course of the last 2 years, we've been learning some art. So if you'd like to see more of that, feel free to drop a follow here. Additionally, I have a Blue Sky where I post art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, updates about the video essay, which is slow going because of executive dysfunction. It's been a weird couple of weeks. And also just, thoughts, food pictures. I need to probably post the video I took of omurice from a local ramen place. Slow going. We also have YouTube if you'd like to catch up on the VODs there, so we've all been up to. The coffee sponsorship with Dragon Rose Coffee if you'd like to pick it up. With discount code StarkyMorph to get 10% off, help support the stream. And of course, we have a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, site all sweet beans through the Curse Content Sweet Beans post. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think I got through everything. I'm out of practice. I feel so bad with how spotty my schedule has been. But no, rest of the week, actually, there'll be something. I'll be doing a collab on Thursday. Tomorrow will be Danganronpa 2 with Marshmallow Bears. Thursday will be a collab with Papa Mutt and Mari. And then Friday will be more art. So I will